So I went to GAMA Expo this year, and for those of you who I'm guessing don't know what GAMA Expo is basically a 5-day business convention for board game developers, designers, and publishers, and retailers. But why did I go, you ask? No one did, but I'm gonna tell you anyways. I'm gonna be super honest with you. It's a great networking opportunity, and it's a great way to meet a bunch of industry professionals and make those good connections. Here's my card, business.
Pause. Hi, Editing Taylor here. The problem is I'm not a business person. I'm just a content creator that was there to cover the event, and I seriously underestimated how serious of a business world the tabletop gaming space is. But it was crazy and fun to learn about. So, without further ado, back to me.
So let's hop back into the past and check out GAMA Expo. So I flew in on the Sunday, and not really much to report, just basic travel stuff, you know? Anyways, let's move on to day one officially. So the official day one of the expo was Monday. But I'm not gonna lie, not a ton happened. My friend Foster and I from Theater the Unaligned picked up our badges, and we basically explored the city of Kentucky until the first activity of the day. So a bunch of game designers showed off their games, which was kind of a media and publishers showcase. Get to see what was up, meet some people, shake some hands, grease some palms. Hey, you know how it is. In the evening, there was a bit of a welcome reception, and then to end off the night, everybody goes to the Galt Bar, which is the basically official hotel of like the expo. If you know, you know. That's when the real business begins. Okay, let's go on to day two. Yum. Forgot this isn't a touchscreen. And now we're on to day two. I headed back to the expo bright and early because the first official event of the day was the Power Retailer Awards. And I listened to a guest speaker do a little presentation. We're gonna zoom by getting no caffeine and having lunch and go straight into this Media First Look event. This is an event where a bunch of game designers and publishers had to like book this space to get media to look at their games and to basically chat and talk about the games with media and event people, which is what I was, which was crazy. And all the official events that I was planning on going to that day were over, so I went to dinner at the Guy Fieri Steakhouse. I've never been to a Guy Fieri restaurant before. Not gonna lie, wasn't that impressed. It was funny though. I mean, look at that. It's dude's fire guy. It's that guy who does the fire and the drives and does the dines and... Okay, let's move on. So in the evening, they also have this big event in the convention hall where game designers and publishers get to, basically, it's like demos. So you can go to that and once again make more connections, play some cool games, some pre-release stuff, which was very fun. And then afterwards, you go to the Galt Bar to have another drink and make some friends. Before we get on to the next day, I thought I was going to die. I will let past Taylor explain because holy cow, every single time I go to one of these conventions, something happens. Something wild happens. So on to past Taylor.
Okay, so there's like a lot of police and I can't get an Uber to the to the convention center. Like there's literally a blockade on the street that I'm staying at, like police. So the Ubers can't get to me. Low-key feel like I should not be walking outside, but it's okay. We're fine. Can I get to the convention center?
So you actually have to go from Main Street and walk down to 4th and then just come back up.
Oh, what happened?
It's just a gas leak. Make sure nobody gets blown up.
Oh, so that's cool. I'm missing a meeting because there's a gas leak and my hotel is definitely in the evacuation zone. I was not evacuated. So that's fun to think about. Cool. Okay, I'm like literally running to the convention center because I can't get down the normal street. This is fun. So fun. I love being sweaty.
So after that whole debacle, I had a couple meetings and I went to some seminars just to check them out. Cause like I said, this is a business convention. It's not made for the general public. It is specifically for industry people. So it's basically just seminar after seminar, and the expo hall doesn't open until Wednesday. And after the seminars and meetings, I was invited to a little dinner, which was very fun. And it was at this place called the Troll Under the Bridge Tavern, I think. It was a pretty fun place. And because it's always Go, 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 kid. Afterwards, I went to the demo hall and then the Galt bar. I'll let you know, about every night you stay up until at least 1 a.m.
So a little peek behind the curtain, I guess. It is very hard to fit in normal meals. So I've had Chef Boyardee microwaved meals for the past, 3 days. Shout out Boyardee. Making sure I get some sort of nutrients.
Okay, now on to Wednesday, which is the first day that the expo hall is open, but it's only open for about 4 hours, so you really gotta make it count. I had some meetings on Wednesday too. And on the Wednesday night, that is when 3 parties were happening on the same night. So I went to 2 of the 3 parties that were happening that night. There was one earlier, and then the footage that I got was as you can see, the Asmodee party, which was like karaoke themed and Arkham Horror themed, which was very cool. Loved the vibes. And after that, Galt Bar, then headed back home for the final day, the Thursday, which is the full day of the expo hall being open. And it was basically 6 hours of just walking around an expo hall, making connections, chatting with people, meeting people, but also seeing cool people and game designers and publishers that I had met before at other conventions. Yeah, and for the final evening for the Thursday, I was flying out at 4 a.m. Well, no, I wasn't flying out. I had to be at the airport at 4 a.m. So, in classic Taylor fashion, anyone who knows me, who's been with me at these conventions, I am no stranger to a red eye, and I'm no stranger to pulling an all-nighter. After the expo hall closed, I was invited to a dinner, to kind of a fancy schmancy dinner with some board members from GAMA, which was crazy. Should not have been there. It was very funny. It wasn't very funny. I was just laughing on the inside because I was like, yes, business, board chair members, I know what we're talking about. Imagine me in a little board meeting. What are you doing? Me? Okay. It was fun. It was really good though. I met some good people, chatted. And also, if you give that pecan pie, best pecan pie I've ever had, because Kentucky, little did I know, it was the city of bourbon. Who knew? So, pulling an all-nighter, going to a room party, meeting some more people, honestly, had a good time. Showed up to the airport very tired and with a suitcase full of games, by the way. I forgot to say that the game designers and the publishers, they're not there to sell their games, they're there to showcase them to retailers and other publishers and things. Maybe I shall do a haul. What is this position? I don't know. Not gonna lie, the flight home was pretty uneventful. I had a 14-hour layover. Overall, GAMA Expo was a really good experience, and I'm definitely gonna go again next year. It is a convention all about connections. That is what I will say. It's not a convention that you go to meet up with your friends and do panels, do APs. It's not about that. It is fully industry. So if you want to make connections and meet great people in the space who are business people, GAMA Expo is definitely the expo for you. Anyways, if you made it this far, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching. Put a little laptop or a little computer or something digital or whatever in your comment as a little emoji, just so I know you watched the video to the end, because I appreciate it a lot. And I know I haven't been making a ton of long form videos recently. I've been quite busy, and I'm gonna be honest, I got a little bit burnt out there. There's a lot of major changes happening with myself and the channel, and all good things. I'm really excited, and I'm not gonna stop making content. Actually, from now on, I'm gonna be trying to make more content and more higher quality content, and I will be posting more long form videos again, but I needed to take that little break because I got a little bit burnt out. You know how it is. I'm sure most of you have left by now, but I'm gonna keep talking anyways. It's super weird, being in this space and being quite new, but have had a pretty rapid growth, which I'm very, very grateful for. And I love this job. This is, even though it's very stressful and sometimes I'm will I be able to pay rent this month? We shall see. But it's fun. I love this job. I really do. And I really appreciate like everyone for sticking around and for just like watching and like watching me as I do like all my weird stuff, because Lord knows I'm a freaking weirdo. And I'm assuming you are also a weirdo if you're watching this far. And you know, if you F with my stuff. And honestly, I think we're just gonna get weirder. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Things are just gonna get weirder from now on. I wanna get weirder, and I'm gonna just be even more myself in the videos. Cause you know, like with social media and like even in day-to-day life, you put on like this like mask or whatever to like, you know, be normal and stuff and like do normal people things. But I think from now on, and I think the way I'm gonna keep making content and like not burn myself out is to like make stuff that is authentically me, and that I like really enjoy and that I feel is like reflects who I am as like a person. And I hope, you know, you'll stick around and you'll see that and you'll be like, heck yeah, this is so weird, but okay, sure. let's go along with it. Yeah, anyways, this is enough of me rambling. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I will see you in the next one.